Welcome back to New York Comic Con Live, powered by Twitch, presented by Courtyard. Future Man and I are here to talk Doctor Who comics. This is an especially exciting segment for me because, honestly, I'm a complete Doctor Who noob. All my friends, I feel like everyone who's beloved to me loves Doctor Who, but me, I'm just like in the dark. I've just never known, and this would be my opportunity. Maybe some of you guys out there like to learn. How about you, Future Man?
I'm in the same boat as you a little bit. I've got friends, and they are just obsessed with Doctor Who nonstop, and we are here with some guys who work on the comics. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Let's start with, oh yeah.
Start with the far end.
Simon?
So I'm Cy Spurrier. I write the 11th Doctor's Adventures.
My name is Simon Fraser. I draw the 11th Doctor's Adventures.
Very well indeed.
My name's Nick Abadzis, and I write the 10th Doctor Adventures.
And I'm Andrew James, and I edit the line.
Wow. So there are different doctors. Can you? So for those at home that
just a
like,
walkthrough of how it works, yeah.
Yes, I would appreciate that.
Cool. So we have multiple ongoing series because we've got 53 years of history, and we've got 13 incarnations of the Doctor. So we have 3 ongoing series at the moment. We've got a 10th Doctor series, 11th Doctor series, and 12th Doctor. And that's David Tennant, Matt Smith, and Peter Capaldi. Right. And we also have a variety of mini-series. So currently you have the 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston mini-series, and the 8th Doctor, Paul McGann series is coming out at the end of the month. So these guys here are charting the course of 2 of the ongoing series we've got right now. And we've also just kicked off our 2nd year of adventures there. So we're moving into year 2 and things are shaking up a little bit. Si's joined us on the 11th Doctor, and Nick, who's been on from day 1 of the 10th Doctor, is again changing things up and moving into a new style of things.
Wonderful. Now, you gave me an excellent description of who the Doctor is. If like
yeah,
he is,
well,
yeah, go ahead.
At its core, and I'm sure you guys can jump in and extrapolate on these, but the idea with all of our comics is you can open them up, page 1, and you can find out, even if you've never seen an episode of Doctor Who before, exactly what you need to jump in. And it's very simple. The Doctor is a quasi-immortal alien who looks like a man, walks like a man. He wears many faces. When he's mortally wounded, he regenerates into a different guy. And that's kind of a remix. A different element of his personality will come out in that. He travels in the TARDIS, which looks like a police box from the UK in roughly the mid-60s. It's a blue box, bigger on the inside than the outside, and it can travel in time and space. And he's also equipped with a sonic screwdriver most of the time, which is an excellent device to open doors so that we don't have to worry about that during dramatic scenes. It also does other stuff, but depending on the story. And that's really all you need to know, aside from he travels with a human companion who differs all the time, but that's to give us a human insight into the alien condition, give us some audience identification figures to join the Doctor on the adventure. Because really, and you guys will agree with me, I hope, on this, it's the ultimate wish fulfillment. You hear the vorp of the TARDIS in your back garden, and the guy will take you away through time and space and journey wherever you want to go.
Take me, please.
Yeah.
Take me.
Yeah.
On your
adventure
adventures.
in time and space.
Yeah. I mean, who
nutshell.
doesn't want that? So, from the sounds of it, the Doctor has been mortally wounded at least 11 times?
12 at last.
12,
yeah.
sorry, yes.
So,
I have a habit of stumbling.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. There we go. It happens. He's lived.
He's very cavalier about it, yeah.
Right. So there's distinct comic book series for each particular Doctor, which you guys help lead.
Yeah. So, I mean, part of the beauty of this, I mean, it feels weirdly as though you've done this before. You're synopsizing this perfect. Part of the beauty is that each of these different incarnations, generations of this one character, despite having a shared memory, a shared continuum, all the rest of it that makes it one character, they, as well as wearing different faces, they're all ever so slightly different in terms of how they present themselves. And I think it's probably true to say they're all quite neatly in the box marked eccentric, but their eccentricities are all quite different, which means that you can pick up these different books and you're going to get incredible adventures, you're going to get fun, you're going to get emotion, you're going to get lots of time travel, all of them featuring essentially the same character, but it feels as though you're seeing different characters in different books.
Something crucial to point out of this is that the Doctor is primarily peaceful. He does not shoot people. He does not solve problems through violence if he can possibly help it. And he's going in there to try and solve the problem with intelligence.
Yeah.
That's his first modus operandi.
That's his superpower.
That's his superpower.
That is
He's
great.
just the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
So, So I mean, people watch these Doctors on the TV show, of course, and it's your guys' job to take this Doctor and translate them into a comic book series. Like, that sounds like it's a very difficult thing to do. How do you take this high expectation of like they know who the Doctor is, and they go to the comic book and they're expecting the same Doctor? Like, how do you approach that?
Actually, I think it's, in a strange way, it's a little more freeing. For really crass reasons, we don't have a budgetary constraint, and so you can tell any story that you want. In my own case, so the book I'm doing, we changed it up slightly this season. Rather than doing each episode having its own sort of self-contained story, we decided we'd take a page out of the kind of ongoing comics vibe, and so the whole season is one ongoing. It's essentially an extended chase sequence through time and space.
Oh wow!
With the Doctor and his companions being
lots of corridors
chased through time. Yeah, lots of running down corridors.
Draw all those corridors.
The budget is just changing, but it's the corridor running has to. We have to maintain the tone of the show.
And we've just actually, this is something I have to mention. We've just reintroduced an old character from the old Doctor Who comics called Absalom Dark, who's been away for a good 20-something years.
Yeah,
23,
yeah, who's very fondly remembered by some of the hardcore fans, and we've he's this insane, cackling, chainsaw wielding nutcase.
Wonderful.
Whoa. Yeah, because
Wonderful.
Doctor Who is, you know, as Simon has said, he's a peaceful, clever man. And that's the joy, and so we wanted to bring in this.
Yeah. Well, it's worth saying as well that there's a big tradition of Doctor Who comics in the UK.
Right.
And what we're doing is sort of building upon greats that have gone before us, because it's always been a literary tradition as well as a televisual one. So there's been lots of comics, lots of novels and novelizations and all sorts of spin-off media, lots of audio plays. So the kind of the expanded universe of Doctor Who is 53 years and counting. It's
and pretty much as legitimate as the TV series, which is rare in a lot of spin-off fiction. The cross-pollination between the two is very strong, and you'll find things that were brought up sort of in the 80s or 90s spin-off fiction that have informed the TV series since and even been folded directly into it. So it's one of the ones where we don't treat it just as a licensed comic that happens to be good. They are good comics that happen to be licensed. I think that's the most important.
I think everybody sitting here is all about wanting to make great comics as well as great Doctor Who.
With a great legacy comes great responsibility.
That's
Sounds like you guys are doing a great job with it. So, I mean, what's new? What do you guys like? Is there anything you guys can share with us in terms of the coming year, the 2016 editions of these comics? What can we extract from you, gentlemen? I'm sure the fans out there are clamoring to know.
Well, as I already spilled, there's this Absalom Dark character coming back, which is really cool. I mean, he's kind of the ultimate foil to the Doctor in that he is a violent man.
Can I just say, I'm really excited about this. This is a big deal.
Like, are you just thinking, like, how are you going to even handle that? Is that what's going through your mind? Like, how, like...
I mean, Steve Moore and Steve Dillon, who created Absalom Dark back in 1979, I mean, these are the comics I was reading in 1979 when I was a kid. Yeah. And this is what got me into comics, because these comics were so good and so exciting. So picking up this comic and going, it's Absalom Dark, every panel of which I know absolutely through and through, because I've read it hundreds of times. And now I'm going, what's next with Absalom now? This is like, yes!
Yeah, it's really fun to be able to introduce this element of chaos and unpredictability, because the Doctor is always able to think his way out of any situation, and now he's carrying around this essentially a madman in his TARDIS.
It can be a little can periodically be a little twee, a little cute. Yeah. And I think Absalom Dark is not that in any single way. It's quite fabulous.
He's badass.
Wow.
He's horrifying. He's a horrible man.
Yeah.
There's nothing redeeming about him at all except how he loves his wife, and that's it.
Yeah, see,
that's the one thing.
This is what's great. This is a character who carries around the body of his dead wife because he thinks maybe in the future somebody will find a cure for being dead.
Yeah, good luck. Maybe. Who knows?
Very romantic.
Right. So this sounds awesome, and I'm so glad that even someone new like me can just jump in because of the restarts. So where can someone like me go to find out more about the series that are being published now?
Well, find the Titan Comics stand would be a great place at the show.
Excellent.
Or visit titan-comics.com for more. And just generally, if you look on any of the BBC Doctor Who sites, you'll find easy ways to get on board. So I would recommend, if anyone has not read Doctor Who comics before, start with the Volume 1, any of the ongoing series, or even the new #1s that have just come out in the last month. They'll give you a great introduction to the series and a great place to jump on board.
Absolutely fantastic. I don't know about you, Future Man, but I feel pretty excited.
I mean, just talking to these guys, I can hear that you guys just care so deeply about this series, and I can't wait to go check it out to see, what you guys have been doing and working on for the series. So I cannot wait. It's been awesome talking.
Yeah, gentlemen,
thank you very much.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Can't wait
to
check them out. All right, guys. Hang tight. We'll be right back with some more Comic-Con action. Stay right there.
Dark, they travel to freedom. Broken and